Today I'm going to give you my first thoughts on these 4 pair of logger boots that I ordered through Amazon Prime. Try before you buy. I ordered these on May 5th. I ordered 5 pairs. As you can see, there's only 4 here. On the 24th, I finally contacted Amazon because I had not yet received them and they had not yet shipped. So that's the Rocky Square Toe logger. I know nothing about them because obviously they did not show up. Now these boots here are setting from this side to this side, least expensive to most expensive. And we're going to start over here. I'm going to show you what we got. We have the Irish Setter, Masabi logger. There the boot itself is. I'll give you guys a good overview as best I can. All 4 pair of these boots are water resistant. They call it waterproof. There's a waterproof lining in. The leather itself is not. This boot is the Timberland Evergreen. And of the 4 sitting here, this is actually the one I'm least impressed with. Two of the pairs come with the kiltie. Here we have the Carhartts. I actually wore these for a couple hours one day. And here we have the Ariat. This is the other boot with the kiltie. Okay, my thoughts, and we will go from least expensive to most expensive. And I did not let that make my thought process into one. Okay, so here are the Irish Setters. We have a really nice, tall, gusseted tongue. The nylon fabric here, suede here, plastic welt, kind of a lighter weight leather, heavier than the Red Wings. A little nylon pull tab here for you. Here's your typical stars and bars pattern. If you buy Irish Setter, go with your Red Wing size because they're the same size. I tried on had the Red Wing loggers for about a week, and those 8.5s. I did another video on those. Y'all can go watch that. As you can tell, I'm trying to buy boots. I just did that video. It was just 2 months ago. I bought those boots, I think. Or it was last month. But, yeah, the only reason I'm not going to go with these is because I do not like the leather they make them with. I think based on what I saw with the Red Wing brand, the leather's going to be too soft. But these fit good. They felt good. They're not as fancy footbed as the Red Wings, but you can remove it and get different footbeds just like the Red Wings. All in all, traditional style logger. Looks good, feels good. Just not my cup of tea because of the problems I had with Red Wing product quality. Okay, now on the Timberlands. These are an 8D, which is what I normally wear. They're half a size too big, so I would have to get a 7D or 7E. Main thing I do not like about these is this here and the top here. It just feels funky. I'd rather have similar to what I used to, like the Irish setters, this style of loops. They're made in Bangladesh. Sorry, my mistake. But they're fairly traditional logger. They've got a real deep lug here. I'm not sure how that would pan out. But composite toe, this is a big, wide, tall toe. The tongue, gusseted again with nylon fabric. And then this is a man-made material here. I see when the membrane breaking down on both these, your feet getting wet. Same thing with the Carhartts here. Now here's my opinion of them. They're a fairly nice boot. They do have a plastic welt on them, which at this price point I would expect. They got their own sole. And lots of nylon webbing in them. The gusset right here, here. I could feel, I wore these ones, went grocery shopping. I could feel air getting through here onto my foot. And that is my biggest problem with these boots. I do like this instead of a speed hook. Kind of a neat little way of doing that. And they got these funky speed hooks. Timberlands did too, kind of. But if I had the money to get two pair, I'd get this pair for summer. Just so you know. Okay. Now we're going to go talk about the Ariats. Oh, one last thing on these. They do run true to size. So the 8D, 8M, whatever you want to call it, did fit correctly on my foot. Something I forgot on the Timberland. This is supposed to be leather. It is the weirdest looking leather I've ever seen for a welt. I mean, to me it seems more plastic than leather. I'm not going to mess with it too much because I don't want to have to buy this pair of boots. Alright, now for the Ariats. The good. That is a true leather welt. They have a vibrant sole, kind of their own take. Decent lugs. They run half a size too big. If I do decide to buy Ariat, which I'm leaning towards, I will have to buy the 7D or 7E if I can get them. They have a traditional speed hook, 4 of them. There's my biggest problem. This seam. Most of the other ones have the seam hidden underneath here, if they have a seam there at all. But these guys, instead of running this here section all the way down to the welt like everybody else does, they put a seam right there. I could see that potentially giving out. That is the only issue I found with these boots. Good leather pull strap, reinforced. Again, waterproof. These are composite toes as well. Seem to be pretty decent leather. They all seem to be pretty decent leather. It's just the Irish setter I am not going to buy because of my past experiences. So I'm going to give you a comparison here. 2 boots with composite toe. That's a heck of a difference. toe height. But that is my thoughts on these. I'm going to show you the side profile of these. These are the Irish setters. Okay, now the Irish setters are $164.95 on Amazon right now. Said my issues is the tongue and the fact I did not have good luck with Red Wing. I may try these in the future, depending on what my company wants to do whenever I go to buy my next pair of boots. I will not be trying these. At least it's not the Evergreen. I may try their other style logger. I am just not impressed with the Evergreen. Again, the vinyl-like tongue, the nylon webbing, and they're just funky. They feel funky, and they run a little bit big. Just remember that. So the Carhartt here at $179.39. You know, these all three are within about 15 bucks of each other. Again, like I said, if I can get to a point where I can buy 2 pair of boots, have a pair for winter, a pair for summer, this is going to be my summer boots, because I do like them, even with the funky speed hooks. And they seem like they do pretty good, fairly decent leather. Now for the expensive boot in the bunch. But with the rebuildability of these boots, with the leather welt, I can kind of somewhat understand it. I am leaning towards ordering another pair of these in the correct size for me. And when I do decide what boots I'm buying, I'll do a first thoughts on that boot, singularity, and then do a 6-month review. These ones are $249.95. But they are a leather boot. That I own another pair of Ariats. The only reason I do not wear them is they're not logger style, and I prefer the loggers because I grew up wearing cowboy boots, and these feel best to me. If I can't wear cowboy boots. They also have the nylon webbing here, so you're only going to be able to waterproof treat your boots and get them to be water resistant to this height here. I mean, cowboy boots have that split there too, so. But that is my thoughts on all these. I hope you guys got something from this. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.